Well, we're back. Okay, I feel like I could continue that into the DK rap, but I don't want to. You will notice as soon as it shows me. My armor is different yet again. So I looked up what that mentor armor was, and it is indeed assassin mentor armor. So I decided I would, well, okay, I looked at what the armor looks like, and I was like, yeah, that looks pretty cool. So I decided I'd track down all the pieces, and then I did that, and now I have on still the Hidden Ones armor that I was wearing before, with the bonus where if you're stealthed for 10 seconds that you get a bonus to assassination damage. But appearance-wise, I have on the Mentor armor. I think I like this look the best. It looks assassin-y, but it doesn't look too, like... Because, like, that Mentor of something or other armor set that I was gifted from that one person, it looks a little not armory. And then this armor looks armory, but it also looks like an assassin. It's not too flashy. It's not too basic. It hits that happy medium I think Ivor should have. It also really, I mean, maybe not one. Well, definitely not 1-to-1, but it really reminds me of Ezio's armor from Revelations. It feels a lot like what he had. I think there are definitely similarities, I think. But I without having them side by side, I don't think I could point to you which ones, which things overlap. So we're back here now. I didn't have the viewpoint when I went off to do stuff, so I had to spawn here to run all the way over here to make sure I had this in case I decided I was going to do more stuff before coming here. I still wish these games would let you fast travel to towns. Like, I don't get why that's not a thing. At the very least, the viewpoint should have been in the town.
Strong feelings for Hemming come with much grief.
Festive.
Too festive, and too soon. Fires, fights, and every man soaked in mead. Ugh, this has gone too far.
Hemthorpe could burn before the pyre's lit.
Gods, have I failed my dear Jarl?
Peace, Strictly. I'll do what I can to calm things.
Open my map to find my objective. They're around Hemthorpe. The map does not help at all. They're just around. I have no idea where to search. Oh, there we go. That helps. Never mind. That's the seer. I found the seer.
Fire! Save my Vodite burns!
What am I looking for? That thing?
Help! Fire! Save my Vodite burns!
Okay, fire, don't spread up my legs. Stay right there. Nope. Not drink. There.
If this is your Voda, I managed to save it from the licking flames.
You dared Surtur's heat, yes! A most potent drink, distilled from grain by the Rus of Kiev. Dip your horn and have a drink.
A bit of drink
Okay.
in the belly never hurt.
Watch yourself. The Voda sneaks up on you quick.
Now what? I just keep drinking. Are you not the seer? Is it just the same animation? I didn't realize the show nearby quest feature, it just shows it for a moment, and then I have to hit it again to track. I thought I was switching my active quest to be this quest. Where's the seer?
Go, my eyes.
I still feel like these search circles should be on my compass. Oh, good. Oh, well. Now I have a town fast travel point. I should pay more attention to that. See if, you know, any new town I come to next time has a port. Because I feel like they've been having those and I just haven't paid attention to that. Isn't it?
Survey the area, Sunan.
There's a lot of them. Okay, I'll go. Isn't it? No. I was gonna say, isn't that where I just was? The longhouse? No, that's the longhouse. That's a different house. That is not long.
Come out, you dung-eating rat!
Okay, what's the problem?
Madness is this?
You dare wash our beloved Hemingir with your filth!
I asked you a question, friend.
There's a Saxon within. One stupid enough to try sending Hemingir to heaven over Valhalla. Now he cowers behind a locked door!
I only did right by his immortal soul!
You will get what is right for you!
Calm yourselves, all of you. I'll speak with him, unmask his true intentions.
Get that stain out here now!
I don't think he had any ill intentions. This is like all the other buildings. Yep. There's a breakable spot right there. Climb on in.
Oh my god!
The people are quite upset.
Leave me be! I did nothing wrong!
You should walk out of here on your own before you cannot walk at all.
Yes, I'll walk. Don't hurt me, please. There's a key there. If you open the door, I will follow you out.
I don't get to talk to him about what he did.
You've got the key! Use it!
Yeah, I know, it's like 2 steps to the door, man. Come on.
You'll pay for your wrongs, desecrator.
Enough. Let him speak to explain himself.
I loved Hemingr. I swear. I only want him to fly free in the kingdom of God.
So you drench his body with your filth waters?
Is it your Christian holy water?
Of course. I anointed him in the name of the Lord.
Okay, I feel like this is the guy is wrong, and this is the crowd is wrong, and then this is no one should be mad. Although I'm still not really clear on, like, I guess because it's plural, this is directed towards the crowd, but I mean, I get why they're upset, but like, their beliefs should not be clashing with his beliefs. Because if they believe he's going to go to Valhalla, why would the holy water change that? And if the guy doesn't believe he's going to go to Valhalla, then the holy water should help. Like, I don't think they should be mad. And either way, I think it's a pretty good place he's gonna go to.
Heminger was never one to weep over a bit of rain. Neither should you.
He insulted our noble dead.
Heminger would laugh at the very idea.
And then I walk away, assuming that this whole thing is done. And that's the end of that. No one... Like, the guy doesn't even thank me for making sure the crowd doesn't beat him up. Nope, can't even talk to him. Hey, there's more water here. Or whatever this is. What if this is the holy water? I just drank holy water. Is that bad? Are you not supposed to drink it? I feel like that's probably bad. Alright, where's the next one over there? Like, this is why I don't think that the circles should be something you have to... Something you can only find with your Raven. Because I could just do that. It's one step. Go to Raven. Okay, it's 2 steps. Go to Raven, leave marker where the circle is. Like, why can't the circle just have a marker by default?
Did you see that sopping sack of meat with the roosters? What an arsehole.
Oh, my first marker didn't go away. Go away.
I didn't see them coming. I never looked down. I never saw them coming.
Was that the sack of meat and his roosters? Is that what was...
Free, warrior, free! Loki's horde lays waste here.
Get all this chicken meat.
Thank you, mighty Thor. You've saved my life.
When you sober up, steer clear of roosters. Some order seems to have been restored. Now to Tryggvi, to let him know.
Oh, there's not a third one? Okay. Thought there was
Show
more.
me what lies ahead.
Oops, accidentally tapped the button. Excuse me.
I have calmed the guests as much as they can be in their grief.
They mourn. It is to be expected. Still, thank you.
And how do you feel, old friend?
I mourn more deeply than most, I think.
Hemminger would be proud of what you have accomplished here. All you have done for him.
I hope so.
This ache will pass, Tryggvi. With time.
Yes, it will.
Alright, that's one of our 3 quests done. And I gotta go all the way up there. Sure, it'd be nice if I had some kind of, like, grappling hook or something.
Gunnar's craft never disappoints.
And here, from the Raven clan.
An impressive shield.
It is good, but it needs a touch of grandeur. Something personal for your father. A sigil, I think. A mark to adorn the front. We need an artisan. Is there one in the village?
I know a man. A master craftsman in exile. He lives in a cave northeast of Hemsop. I would take you there myself, but I have Isbjorn to retrieve.
Isbjorn, your father's spear. Did he not wield it at Ulkethor?
He lost it some winters back on a bear hunt. He hit the beast hard, but the spear stuck and the bear fled into the forest.
And after all these winters, you hope to find it again and present it to the pyre. The odds are narrow, to say the least.
Fret not, friend. I have a nose for these things. Seek out the exile. He'll see to your shield.
Should have thrown a throwing axe instead. That would have done 140 damage, and then the bear probably would have died. East of Hemthorpe. Should get my horse. I should stop being slow. Especially because there's a path, and that means I can follow it and not have to go up any cliff faces like in Skyrim. Although I say that like Skyrim doesn't also have paths. It definitely does. I use them all the time.
I need your eyes, my friend.
Is this that cave I ran to? Because I was thinking like, oh, it's gonna lead me through. And then it didn't. I think this is that cave.
This must be the cave Billy mentioned. Who would live here?
I like the icon they have there on the part where it says exploration area. It kind of looks like they're breakdancing or something. It's not like they're exploring. They're too hunched over. I meant to jump down, not use the ladder, but okay. Three. But I guess it's not like animals don't also give me a small amount of leather. But I would still think in higher level areas you'd start to get more ore from ore deposits. Is that it? That's not it. Something over there. Unless that's where I came in. I don't think that's... No, that's not where I came in. There's a beam. And what's that white thing? It was like a white glow. Is that? Opal? Titanium. Ah.
The exile must value his solitude living in a hole such as this.
I forgot what I even came here for. Forgot I was looking for a person, not the spear. I mean, if you came here to be alone, you picked a good cave. I don't think most people would come this far into the cave. You know, if they weren't playing video games anyway.
Odin's beard. You're a difficult man to find. Hemminger Jarl is dead. I was told you're a master craftsman. I seek an etching on the shield to celebrate the life and death of Hemminger Jarl.
The stones. Hemminger Jarl possessed a steady hand and steady heart. Do you possess the same?
Didn't expect the main story to make me do this. Am I gonna have childhood memories too? Oh, okay. Ah, that's pretty easy. Just need to not be stupid. Hang on, there's one more rock. Not validating till I put the last rock on top. Okay, I see the problem I keep having when I do these. Or I keep accidentally exiting out instead of validating. I press B too soon.
How could it be at such a time?
Hemminger Jarl's heart never wavered.
Yes, Hemminger's heart was as steady as it was large. You have not yet answered me. Will you help me with my etching?
How How will you remember him?
I'll go with wisdom.
By his wisdom, always an inspiration.
The
Yep, that's
web
what I
of
was thinking.
Weir's then.
His ability to
My
rouse the
lines
minds of
write our
others,
fates, past,
to
present,
inspire them.
Future entwine. Is this what you desire?
Yep.
Yes.
Sorry, I
chose
wasn't
this
paying attention. I was saying why I made that choice.
How did you come to be here?
Fate. I was given a death sentence. Unfairly, I felt. But a man was killed. Hemminger Jarl desired for me to live. The villagers did not. My
Gee, where have we heard that
sight
before?
and exile. That was our compromise.
Thank you for this.
His son will take his place.
That is for Vili to decide.
Vili has no say. Fate has already decided.
Hemminger would be pleased with our gift. I wonder if Vili has found his spear.
I guess I better go ask him. And then spend my skill points. Yeah, wasn't it last main story mission we did? We helped that guy become king, and he fought that guy, and then instead of killing him, he exiled him. And I was like, yeah, that's a good move, because he wants an honorable death, but you won't give it to him, and that'll be worse than killing him. He won't have his honor. I guess it could just be fast traveling. Just go back to the docks. I'm so used to games being like, oh, you can't fast travel in here when you're like in a cave or something. I guess same distance. Nope, did not want to. Oh, might as well level up. What do I get in my inventory? Now, you don't have to let me know when there are quest items. It's not for me to do anything with. What am I missing to upgrade the shield? More ore? Okay. Guess I'll wait and upgrade my shield. I'll summon my horse after I get up this cliff. I don't know if it can make it up it. Guess it's not that steep. Is this path? Is this count as path? My horse likes paths. I still have not seen the seer. Okay. Good to know. Oh, that's why they have the walking icon. Because now I'm in an eagle icon area, which means they want me to... Or raven icon.
My eyes soon.
So they want me to look for the raven. Or look with the raven. Jeez, I can't formulate thoughts. Oh no! Horses can take stairs, but they can't take ladders. I was just thinking about how, like, oh, good thing horses can go downstairs. Unlike cows, supposedly. And then I hit a ladder. Horses definitely can't do ladders. Maybe if they had the right horseshoes for it, but not with normal person horseshoes.
I wonder if Thrallhide makes the
And I just can't stop thinking about how excited I am for Shadows. I haven't even done Mirage yet, but I'm still very excited for Shadows. And hoping that internet discourse didn't ruin its story.
What do you see, Sunan?
Like, I know I've said in the past, like, oh, Japan's an overrated setting to put things in. Oh, that's the wrong button. But, like, Assassin's Creed is, like, the one series I wanted to have a Japan-themed game. And this game really just solidifies that to me. Because this game's setting is so rich.
Raven of battle whose fame grows with each waxing of the moon.
I struggle with the choice Heminger left for me. I would have your counsel on the matter.
A slaughter must be made. Many sheep at the bottom of the sleeping Jotun, before the pyre is lit. Follow.
I've been to Sleeping Jotun. That's the viewpoint, isn't it? Follow the seer. Yeah, like, this game has definitely given me a lot of faith in them doing a Japanese-themed game. It's a kind of weird-shaped house. It's like big hallways with no ways to actually get into the rooms. Hey, sorry, I got distracted. Because this game isn't just, oh, Vikings, go kill things with axes and pillage.
To serve the gods and bid them welcome our beloved Heminguriak with ale and open arms.
Like, there's a lot more going on in this game than just stereotypical Viking stuff. Because it's 9th century. It's not just, oh, look, it's Vikings. There's other stuff here. I'm very excited to be able to...
Do you have the gift of foresight, Seer? Can you augur what is to come?
I see what need be seen, when it need be.
A great gift.
A great burden.
Did Hemminger Jarl consult you often? Did he unburden his woes?
We spoke often. Yet too often he left with more burdens than he brought.
He worried about the future of his clan. About who would be Jarl.
Speak less, lest our words draw foul spirits to dog us.
As you wish.
I'm very excited to be able to explore feudal Japan through the Assassin's Creed lens of mostly historically accurateness.
Volva,
Your heart is restless, your mind clouded. You seek more than a guarantee of good omens.
I seek the gods' wisdom.
You wish to
Sheep
know
sure
who
are
would
restless.
best serve this clan as Jarl.
I do.
They were pretty calm before, but look at them go.
Really intrigue me. There's no clear choice.
We stand in the shadow of the giant, the great keeper of secrets. Here, you'll find a drink of the resounding sea. Ascend the sleeping Jotun, consume the waters, and meditate at its peak. Do not seek answers to your questions. They will find you.
At least one of those things is going to be made easier by me having already been up there. Spore, so you mentioned meditate at its peak. But what about the drinking the water part? Is going to the peak the only part?
Cast about this land, my friend.
Well, it's explore area on foot. You know, do a funky break dance. So I guess I just gotta go to the top. That's the first step, apparently. I'm especially excited to see what kind of stealth tools they add for, you know, the ninja aspect of it. And ideally, they won't just be cool gameplay tools, but will also be historically accurate. Actual ninja techniques. And the samurai stuff, I'm sure, is going to be really cool, too. Okay, no, the wrong button. Specifically have to go into the wheel.
Hemminger Jarl. Is it truly you?
Of spirit, not of flesh.
Why have you not reached Odin's Hall?
I will in time. As the flames of my pyre burn, I will ride the path of wood smoke to the All-Father's Hall of Champions.
I am grateful to see you once more, Jarl. I struggle with the task you set before me. To choose your heir is not an easy thing. One man is beloved, but does not want the task. The other man is fit for the task, but is not favored.
What was the other man
I
again?
could not give you any more counsel in life, Eivor. So too in death am I rendered silent.
Forget wise counsel and rational arguments. What does your heart tell you?
My heart is stopped. It says nothing.
This should not be my decision, Hemminger. The choice was always yours to make. You were their chief.
As Sigurd is your chief. But that does not quench your appetite for glory as you covet his place upon the high seat of your clan.
I do not seek to replace Sigurd. Fate weaved our futures long ago. We're only following its pattern.
Yet you see it coming. You welcome it.
Shall I renounce my fate then? Abandon the path to glory I walk?
No. I want you to die in defense of it.
Oh gosh, he's level 250. Got that grit though. I got that grit. Oh, you wanna come here? Well, come here then.
This
I should probably stop using a shield and start using a second weapon in my offhand. 'Cause I feel like I'm much better at dodging than I am at shield bashing. My grit's not engaging. Ow. I don't think I'm supposed to win this. Actually, no, wait. I forgot I came into here under-leveled. So, I think I need to win this. Where'd you go?
Yes, that's it. Follow through.
You left me too soon, Hemminger Jarl.
Oh, shoot.
You to make the right decision. I still do.
Was he finished talking? Or did I interrupt the dialogue? Wait, he's over there. Ah. Okay, that's not a zip line. I find it kind of interesting. I find it weird the way I put inflection on it. I find it interesting. Ow! No! That the stun bar does not refill. Like, I would think most games would have, like, if they had a similar idea to the stun bar, like, it would fill back up so you could stun them again. But this game doesn't do that.
You lead warriors now. Never waver.
You did, Hemminger Jarl. You did.
That is why my words should land true.
And that's a really good ability. That does a lot of damage. Ow. First try.
Pushed me, Hemminger. I never intended this.
Have no regrets, Eivor. You have given me the great battle death I sought in life.
You old fox. Was that the point of riling me up?
The Old Father. He comes to welcome me to his hall, and I must follow. The choice you make will be the right one.
Now I feel like the game is going to actually make me pick, and it'll be like when I picked the traitor back in Grant Bridge.
The Jarl thing is tomorrow, and a Jarl must be chosen. I should speak with Sunniva about this.
Yeah, I better have leveled up after beating that guy. I haven't actually been paying attention if killing higher level enemies has given me more experience. I would think that's how it would work, but there's no guarantee. What did I get? Okay, where am I at? So I got, what was that again? Combat dive, yeah. So I'm immune to all damage when I roll. Right, I was working towards adrenaline. Still not there yet, darn it. But then there's also this I can get when I've got a spare point. I was originally going to go this way, and then I saw that the perks are basically the same over here. So it's like, yeah, I'll leave that as an option for when I'm like, oh, I don't know what else to get. Two more level ups. Or one level up and then world objective that gives them a perk, because they do that, and that's cool. Wasn't there a path? Where's the path? It was the path I took up, because the path I took up seemed to take like no time to get up it, but coming down. But coming down, it's like so far away. Jeez. Sorry, I said that twice because I was kind of burping. It interrupted me.
Did you consult the Volva? And were your questions answered?
Some questions were answered. Others I must answer myself. Do you think there is a place for Vili in our settlement? He expressed a desire to live and work with us.
Will he not be Jarl of this Shire before the day's end?
That remains to be seen. Some are more eager to see Tryggvi in the high seat.
Eivor, Tryggvi has no intention to lead. He feels duty-bound to follow his master into death.
Absolutely not. My father would never allow such foolishness. How else can I honor my Jarl, old as I am? This is no country for me. The future is yours, Vili. The flames of this pyre will burn for my father. You must live. I forbid you to follow him into death. I will not let you sacrifice yourself. Do you forbid me as a friend, Vili? Or as our new Jarl? As a man who would see you come to your senses.
Vili, Tryggvi. Each man wears one of Hemminger's boots, with both men unwilling to seize the other.
Does the world need such useless dithering men? Why not stake a claim yourself? Take this Shire for your own.
It is not my place.
Your place is anywhere you lay your head, any hill you summit, any silver you take for your own. Do not limit yourself to niceties.
Nottinghamshire deserves a leader to admire. A man the people can trust. Most love Vili, and he loves them. But he lacks the will to be leader. He could learn, but does he wish to? And Tryggvi, sturdy and wise, and loyal to the legacy Hemminger Jarl left behind. Almost to a fault. But he is old, and his thrill for living has fled him. Hardly inspiring.
You cannot! I will not allow it! I am not asking for your permission. Only your forgiveness. Gods, Eivor, put a stop to this fool's death wish.
I don't think this is the choice to pick who's Jarl, so I'm just gonna say don't die, Tryggvi. Don't do that.
Small decision, Tryggvi, and not without great cost. The Shire will be diminished without you.
But I have nobody left. My life's purpose lies dead upon that pyre. That is not so. When people look to my father for guidance, who did they see him turn to for counsel? Hemminger Jarl was my rock. Yes, I gave him counsel, but he made the hard choices.
If Hemminger were here, would he not urge you to wield this wisdom for the betterment of all? And was your vow to serve Hemminger Jarl unto death, or to serve his legacy and life?
I will stay. You have wisdom, Eivor. More than I could have guessed.
Eivor,
Sunniva.
Picts were spotted moments ago, lurking in the thicket. Vili gave chase.
Arshstick. You should have roused me first. Show me where he went.
Let us wake the others. The dark is lousing with Picts.
I don't know why I'm getting a dialogue option here. I guess we don't want anyone to worry.
Tell no one of this. The last thing we need is a dozen more bodies for Hemminger's pyre. This will be a fine tale to tell after the Alding, but until then we stay quiet.
His rage has consumed him, Eivor. All this anger, this sadness, it has truly taken form.
Arshstick was never one to temper his emotions. This was bound to happen. I should have been more vigilant.
Do not blame yourself, Drengur.
He always had me to watch his back, as children. And again now, if this rampage is what he needs to rid himself of the sick that binds him, I will at least make sure he does not hurt himself.
Thank Odin he has the mighty Wolf-Kissed as his shadow.
There are things we do for family, Sunniva. No questions asked. For you, I would have done the same. For any of Raven Clan.
We know, Drengur. That is why we are sworn to you. Here, Eivor. This was where Vili saw the scout killed and then charged after the enemy ahead. I will head back to Hemthorpe and make sure our ravens stand vigilant. Return to us safely, Drengur.
I hope my decision to make this a secret is not going to get anyone else killed. Like, I hope it's not going to be like, oh, while you were away, everyone else got killed. Because they came and attacked and you weren't here to help. But I could just as easily see that being the case for getting everyone with me. You know, getting backup. They'd be like, oh, you took all the men and there was no one behind to protect the village. Well, I already see I need a key. Because there is a key. Are they already fighting over there? I think they're fighting. There's a snake.
Let's see.
Surprise attack, snake. Why'd that take 3 hits to kill? Let me be sure I get the key first. And then I'll help out the fighting. Yeah, that should be enough ore to upgrade my bow. Oh, wait. What? Huh? I don't remember doing that. Okay. I guess I did. Although, looking at my resources, it's like, did I, though? Oh, not bow. Shield. Right. That's what I wanted to do. That's why it didn't make sense. Because I wasn't using my sense. Oh, it's just for the chest. Ice water, yay! It's funny, before this stream started, I'm pressing B. There we go. I put ice in my water bottle when I refilled it. Just 'cause I thought that would be nice. Have some cool water. Though I was talking about the ice in my bottle because I thought that ice water was going to be freezing and then it would make sense. It's like, ah, see, it's like, it's, you know, I didn't think I was going to encounter the, you know, the water that's so cold that it'll damage you when I put ice in my bottle, but it happened. But it didn't happen, so I can't say that. What? Does he see me? I think he sees me. Ouch. Thank goodness I got Grit. I guess Grit's description did say, like, excuse me, it did say recover some damage.
I could use your aid right now.
Or, like, it said chance to recover damage when landing a hit. So it makes sense that I can't completely refill the damage I took whenever I use Grit. And this guy's using an axe that's like fused to a spear, like in Tears of the Kingdom. Ouch. Hey doofus, I'm not standing there anymore. It's like repeatedly stabbing the ground, even though I already was not in that spot. I already moved. Bow fight. It's like a shootout, but less exciting. I mean, I guess it is a shootout, just not with guns. Let me collect this stuff. Okay. I'll avenge that person in a moment, but let me help Veely out. Oh, just eradicate the... Okay. It looked like he was waiting for me to talk to him. Oops. Well, I'm using that now. Come on, stun attack. So I meant to crouch so I'd be stealthed. And then, yeah. Stomp him. Stomp him. I don't think that move ended out quite how it was supposed to go. I think I was supposed to leap over them and then stab them. Yeah, I don't know why I keep pressing A to do that move. Like, it's always... I've always had it on X. I don't know why I keep thinking I moved it. Don't shoot me while I'm avenging. Okay, now shoot me. Can I pull you out of the water? No, you don't. Oh, he kept his head. Oh, plan of attack. I thought I was collecting arrows. I mean, I did, but didn't realize there was a note there. Where'd Vili go? Is he following, or did he go his own way? Did he stay where he was? Apparently I don't need my eyes to fight this person. Feels like I'm coming to the end of the cave. But maybe I just think that because it reminds me of the end of that cave. That I'm sure I mentioned it not too long ago. That cave in Skyrim, where they're trying to train the wolf to fight people, and you can pull the chain to let the wolf out, and it'll kill them. Well, that was not all of them. So there's more. Must be where Vili went. I thought I would dive. Instead, I almost died. It's fine. It'll come back. I just gotta wait. Should be back before I end up finding more people. There's... No, wait, that's a door. Or, no, a thing I can shoot. There's treasure up there. Man, this really reminds me of a Breath of the Wild cave now. Or Tears of the Kingdom. It's like the ones with the Horriblins in it, and I got those platforms. How do we get up? Is that what the thing to shoot is for? I shoot that down, and then I can use that to jump up? It's probably not quite right. I think that hit the water. Yeah, that hit the water. That did not make an animation or sound like I hit water. Can I climb up here maybe? Because there's no fence? Get up there. Alright, what if I climb up here? Climb up this way. Surprisingly lets me do that. Nope, go straight. Nope, up. Go up. 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 To the side. To the side. To the side. I could see it. I can see what the treasure is. I want that. It's probably tungsten. Well, there's a thing I can move. Oh, an explosion. Explosion thing. Maybe this. Maybe I can jump off of this. What is behind us anyway? What's down here? This reminds me of that one cave that's in Tears of the Kingdom. That's in Zora's domain. Around where the king is hiding. I guess I gotta go this way, and then that'll let me get up there. Man, this reminds me of, this game's remind me of everything. This reminds me of, like, that castle in Brotherhood. Where there's that one room you enter, and it has you climb around the whole freaking circumference of the room just to go up. There, okay. Not quite how I'm sure I was supposed to do that. But it works. Oh, it's the Book of Knowledge. Cool. New ability, Poisonous Powder Trap. Ooh. A trap, but on the ground instead of a dead body. Attach a small pouch to your arrow that spreads a volatile powder anywhere and an arrow strikes anybody. Don't cause powder that bursts into the poisonous mist, and anyone walking it over is an unpleasant surprise. Oh, okay. It's the poison variant of the explosion powder, the fire powder. You know what? I really have not been using Sleep Dart. It's time to get rid of it. I also really haven't been using the like multi-shot either. I should probably get rid of that too. I can't even really figure out how exactly it works. Like, I don't think its description says properly. Hold to mark sighted enemies. Release to let fly a deadly volley of arrows. Like, it sounds like it's going to be like that ability from Odyssey. There we go. 2 treasures from 1 moving of the boxes. Tungsten! Yeah! Still need some of that stuff. Need to upgrade my bow and my shield. Yeah, I keep thinking it's going to be like that ability from Odyssey, where you press the button and then suddenly you can attack multiple targets at once. But it doesn't work like that. It's like you have to hover your cursor over someone.
Stop, Billy. They're gone. It's done.
You have to like hover it over a target, and then it's like, I think it shoots where your cursor went over them.
Oddly enough, so have I.
That sound.
Footsteps.
We need to fall back. Follow me. Quickly.
Okay.
Stay beside me.
Yeah, I'm coming. And I think I can use that ability to mark the same target multiple times. But I guess that's not really useful aside from, like... Because it doesn't slow time like the other ability I have is. Or can do. So, like, I keep thinking, like, oh, I could use it to mark weak spots on a boss and then shoot them all at the same time. But that doesn't... I don't think it'll work out like that. First of all, I haven't tried to do that because I keep forgetting, and I just end up using the slow time one instead. But even if I did try it, I'm sure in practice I would see that it's harder to do because it doesn't slow time. So it's probably more of a stealth tool, but I keep forgetting to use it from stealth as well, because I want to guarantee my kills rather than just shoot multiple people. I don't think this wolf was supposed to be here. Here, let me... I don't think it worked. Ow. Wolf bite hurt. Wolf bite hurt. You can't bite me while I'm hitting you. What the heck? I got killed by a friggin' wolf. Like all those guys in there. And it's the wolf that spawned outside that probably wasn't even supposed to be there. Juggles me to death. You could be kidding me. I gotta get water. It better have autosaved. Better have autosaved as we're coming out. It didn't save at all. It didn't save at all. It didn't even save me getting the skill book. Ah. I think it's time for an early break. Oh, okay, we're back. Let's try this again. I'd hopefully not get killed by a wolf at the end again. I'm sure that wolf wasn't even supposed to spawn. It was just bad luck. Bad luck and bad playing on my part. Both of it my fault. Actually, can you really blame your luck on yourself? No one chooses to have bad luck. But either way, not the game's fault. I don't know why that ore stopped glowing. Wait, is that a third ore? Don't remember there being 3 in here. So that kind of looks like I could go deeper there, but I'm sure I can't. Key. Surprisingly not die in the ice water. Remember to upgrade my shield. I hate retracing my steps because I can never remember every single step I took. So here's what I've been thinking about recently. Aside from, can I get up there? Which is probably, the answer is probably no. It's just a ceiling. Just a fancy ceiling. Am I going the wrong way? I'm going the wrong way. It's like, okay, so if a shapeshifter has the ability to turn into whatever they want, would they need a plant form? Which I'm sure sounds weird without context, but like, you know, I've been designing my own shape-shifting superhero. Based on, you know, kind of using Ben 10 as a basis for like, okay, what powers would I need? What powers would I be able to give this character by having her shapeshift into different forms? And I've been trying to decide if a plant form is necessary or not. Like, ow. Turn around, there's more guys. It's like, okay, so the advantages of a plant form, or at least the advantages Ben's plant form has in Ben 10, is that because it's a plant, it can grow. You know, basically stretching. Which, as I mentioned last time, I have... Ouch! I have at least 2 forms capable of doing that. Or, well, not capable of it. You don't gain a new power when you change into the form. It's just the shapeshifting itself gives you the power. And that taking those other forms is just like a reason for it. Well, not a reason for it. It's redundant. Because I just said, like, oh, it doesn't enable it. Well, hey, I gotta loot. You didn't do this before. I gotta get the skill book again, and the tungsten. So it... Okay, I was gonna say, so it did remember I killed everyone? No. Stop throwing sand. Get a new move, Pidgey. Did you just break sand, or break wood with your sand? I think she broke something. What am I at? Yeah, so turning into a plant form would allow you to stretch, but the character can already do that. So becoming a plant doesn't add anything in that regard. Ow. And then, like, you know, plants also have the tendency to, or plant powers tend to have the tendency to make other plants grow. You know, like growing flowers or like a tree or something to, you know, if you needed to lift something. But I feel like that kind of also falls under the category of redundant, because other forms can do that. You know, if she needs to lift something, she could just become the lifting thing, become the lifting force. She doesn't need to grow a plant to, you know, move a big heavy object. Again, comparing to Ben 10, you know, his plant form can do that, but it's also just convenient that his plant form has that redundancy built in. Because, oh, it was one of those wood platforms that broke when that person threw sand. Still weird. Also, that must be what that fell onto when I broke it earlier. Hang on, Bailey, I gotta do this. Because, you know, originally Ben didn't have the ability to freely shift between his forms. So him having redundancy in his movesets was good. Of course, nowadays he tends to just switch whenever he feels like, so less so, but still, point remains. When he originally got the plant form, it was good that the plant could do heavy lifting. Although I don't know if he ever did that, but anyway. Oh no, I don't have adrenaline! Dang it! Do I seriously have to carry a bottle of oil all the way over there? Can I even do that? Here's hoping the auto-climbing doesn't screw me. Okay, yep, made it. Alright, that wasn't so bad. And I feel like a plant form, you know, if you're specifically shape-shifting into, like, different forms to make, like, the things you do less uncanny. Because I imagine it would be pretty uncanny if you just started to stretch your arm an infinite distance. A plant form would help remedy that. That's kind of the logic I have behind the cartoon form that I mentioned last time. I think it was last time. Except, you know, making yourself look all cartoony makes it less weird when you do cartoony things like squashing and stretching. The plant form kind of has that going for it. But, you know, there's the redundancy. Like, I already have a form that does that. And then growing things doesn't seem like a very... Ivor. What? Huh? What's this then? Hello? What is... How far does this go? Is this... Oh, that's further in the cave. Okay. Let me go back. So, like, wrapping around something, I feel like is less weird as a plant. But I don't know if it's that much less weird than a cartoon character doing that. You know, using their arm as a lasso. Or tying someone up with your arm. Something like that. Something along those lines. And as for, like, growing additional plants, I feel like that's, like... That falls into territory I don't really want to go with this power set. Oh, I found 3 silver that I didn't find before. Because, like, you know, with plant powers, you could, like, you know, throw out some seeds and then those grow into, like, piranha plants, basically. And I could kind of justify a shapeshifter doing that. If you operate under the same logic of, well, you know, if you cut a limb off of them, may they both through sand? Like, if you cut a limb off, that they could rejoin the limb, that they could regenerate that and reattach. And I feel like I'm already like kind of pressing things with the slime form, being able to, like, well, you know, do slime stuff, being able to, like, slip through grates and stuff. Because that doesn't really split into multiple forms. At least not per se. Guess it depends on the grate. But I don't really want to play with the idea of a shapeshifter technically being, like, if you turned into slime and you pulled a chunk of slime off, what does that mean?
Just like when we were children, getting into trouble and getting away.
Really?
Save your honeyworks for when we get out of here.
Like, that was the wrong person. Like, you know, you could say, like, oh, if shapeshifter turns into a pile of goo, and then they turn back, that goo could either just be meaningless, or it could be like, oh, well, they need that bit of goo back, because then, you know, they're gonna be missing something when they turn back to their normal form. I don't wanna go that route. But I also don't want to go the route of, like, oh, well, you know, if you can shapeshift and you turn into goo, and then you split in half, then one half could turn into you, and then the other half could turn into... Feely, are you okay? Then the other half could turn into a copy of you. Okay, there's a wolf here again. Let's not die to it. So that's kind of how I feel about the plant, too. It's like, well... Should they be able to just create technically new life from seeds that are, I guess, technically the same as, like, spitting blobs if you turned into a slime? It feels a little too overpowered, I guess. Like, even though in my mind it's like, well, it's justified, because it's like, oh, well, if you cut off you know, you grow out your hair and then cut off part of that. Like, if you're a shapeshifter, you could grow out your hair and cut it off, and that's fine. You know, you basically just sped up the process of growing your hair, and then cutting it off doesn't mean much, because hair is hair. You can cut off your hair and be fine. So then if you did the same thing as, like, you know, you turned into a slime and you lost a chunk of slime, well, that's just like cutting off a bit of hair.
That quickened the blood.
Wild and reckless, like our first battles together. Remember the island north of Stavanger?
I do. Kjotve the Cruel trained his berserkers there.
Great lumbering fools, foaming at the mouth. We taunted them from the treetops.
And the drunk one, remember? Naked as the morning. Froze his cock off.
Never heard that saying before.
Then fell to humping a snowdrift.
Were you glad to hear from me?
I did wonder what trouble you had been up to. But I smiled at hearing your name, and I wondered if you had taken after your father. If you were now leading your clan.
Well, you have your answer. I'd sooner take after a troll and leave this clan in your hands.
That I will not do.
When my father was named Jarl, he had no one to help him, and still he triumphed. But I am not my father. I simply want to roam. Do you think Sleipnir would be content bound to a stable, no matter how glorious it may be? Hey, what is that for?
You have friends, Vili. What about Tryggvi? Me? Your clan?
Of course. I know that.
You can't roam forever. Keep that in mind. You are surrounded by those who love you, and that will not change unless you push it all away.
You speak a truth. I understand.
So I'm not gonna have to pick.
A chicken Draugr. Is such a thing possible? For that does not seem possible.
Voda too. A water infused with fire. I do not lie. Your father's death aside, Billy. This has been... good. Fun, even.
Do you ever wonder what might have happened if we had not been separated by the North Sea so early in our lives? What adventures we would have had. The raids, the battles, the glory. I even think about what we might have been to each other.
I mean, this doesn't have the hearts on it, but I want to play it safe. I don't
No.
I don't want to
never
lead him
dwell
on.
a past that way. I find it slows me down to a crawl, and I'm not made for crawling. I think I'll turn in. Long day ahead. Are you going?
With so much on my mind, I haven't slept a wink. The funeral, the Thanes. I should get back.
I understand. I'll see you there. Billy, gone already. To prepare for the funeral, I imagine.
I wonder if he would have slept if I chose the other dialogue option. Farewells and legacies. Okay, let me use these next points. But yeah, I've been thinking about the plant thing. It's like, you know, I could technically justify it. Under the rules I have established, it would work. But I don't know if I really need it, and I don't know if I really want it. Forgot to put this back on. But it has been something I've been trying to figure out, because, like, well, character's already got so many powers. So why not, you know, what's one more form? I'm also not big on the idea of turning into raw elements. Like, she does have a fire form, but it's more like a magma form. Which, you know, it's solid rock. It's way different from turning into pure fire. Because it's the same problem I have with the slime.
This will be the send-off Heminger deserves. All the funeral
I guess I'll finish that thought later.
are in order. Be patient, Heminger Jarl. We're about to send you on your final journey.
And then hopefully the game will not make me pick who the new Jarl will be.
It is time. Eivor, my father sets forth on his final voyage.
May the winds favor him.
The nobles have offered up their funeral gifts. All but you. Present what you have, and the celebration may begin.
I have it here.
You know, I'm thinking about how, you know, Sigurd is, like, basically gone the entire game. Isn't he our Jarl? Can't you be Jarl and also, like, go around making peace and stuff?
A shield bearing the sign of the Web of Weird, woven into the shield as you wove your spirit into our lives. May the skulls sing of you as the gods embrace you. Feast, my friend, in the halls of the free and brave.
Stand at my side.
Speak from your heart, Heminger, son.
Today we mourn the passing of Heminger Jarl of Nottinghamshire. My father. Our father. He was a towering force. A strength to fear and admire. Now gone. Yet together we are the example of his greatness. I see him in each of you. His love for battle, but also peace. For wisdom, sorrow, and joy. His generosity, his spirit. In you I see his life, and his love of drink. Gods, did he love drink? We are these things because he was these things. Father, we shall be to our children what you were to us. And when they are ready, we will meet you again. Give him a fine farewell.
Sunniva, ride to Hemford. Prepare the longhouse for the Althing. The next Jarl will soon take his seat.
Why do they sound panicked? This is a funeral, people!
Tell me, what funeral gift did you manage to offer your Jarl?
Some Voda survived the fire. It will keep Hemminger warm in Odin's hall.
If he's not careful, that Voda will burn all of Valhalla down.
Guess I can talk to people about one gift
No
day.
longer besieged by chickens, I see.
Throw the dragons on the fire with the great Jarl. We shall devour them together.
Is that the hermit?
I recognized you outside of your cave.
I regret not seeing my great Jarl again.
You have done him a kindness by being here. Now do him one more. Have another drink, or 10. Will your god water survive these flames?
It will. And should Hemminger Jarl so desire, our god will be ready to accept him into the kingdom of heaven.
See, that's the spirit. No pun intended. If he chooses, he can get into heaven. As it should be. Also, I would have thought that the holy water thing is like he's cleansed and now it doesn't matter if he dries. I didn't think he needed to still be wet with holy water.
And where do you hail?
I come on behalf of the mighty Halfdan Ragnarsson of Northumbria to deliver a gift to the departed Hemming Jarl. These people are good drinkers and good warriors. Halfdan will be pleased.
Oh, wait. Why did I think the person to talk to was that guy like over there?
Shall we lock horns? Sink it faster than me. You are the winner.
Is this appropriate to do with a funeral? Okay.
I'll wager in you. Put your silver on the barrel. The hort it is. Ah, we drink.
Oh, we got 5 horns again. Ah, I hit the wrong way. I was almost done anyway. No, not again. No. Oh, no. I don't know if I could get my lead back. Ah, he beat me. Okay. Well, at least I finally lost. I don't have to worry about, like, oh, I never lost the drinking game once. Like, no, I lost. I have lost it before. It's kind of a bittersweet feeling, actually, because it's like, you know, now I don't have the pressure of trying to keep up not losing that ever. The first loss has happened, and now any other loss is just a loss. Okay, where am I going? Return to Sunnyvale. Back in town? Back in town, okay. What is this? Is that the Jomsviking? Okay, so as I was saying before the funeral, but geez, that was a lame transition. Yeah, I Boar, don't you do it. Like, I already feel like maybe, you know, I'm justifying the powers as like a magical thing. And a magical transformation is whatever, it's magic. But I feel like a shapeshifter shouldn't be able to turn into something that means they would not have a brain. Because, you know, you need to be able to think about what you turn into to turn into it, or something like that. Probably. So I feel like turning yourself entirely into a slime blob or a plant or pure fire, it doesn't really make sense. Again, I'm justifying it as magic, so it doesn't need to, but it's just like, I don't know. I don't really want to go there. Because technically, from the rules I've established, she can turn into pure electricity. But I don't want to do that.
None drank so well and so deeply as Clan Hemminger's son.
The declaration of succession must happen soon, before we are too drunk and exhausted to remember our names.
I mean, I was already pretty drunk. I drank, like, almost 5 horns.
I agree. Call on those who must attend. The Althing will begin shortly.
Eivor!
You look uneasy.
Burdened by grief, drowning in mead, and paralyzed by a sword. I stand between that man and Jarldom.
Pardon me as I adjust my
You stand
microphone.
side by side, Vili. One of you must step forward.
My father placed us side by side because he trusted your vision. So what do you see?
Okay, okay. Time to look it up. What was this quest called again? Ah, shoot. I don't remember. Wasn't it like something with farewells? I'll just go to Vili's wiki page. I think it brought me to the wrong person. Because it says he appears in this game voice only. Yeah, that's the wrong Vili. So he's an Isu. That's not right. I need like a disembogulation, whatever that thing's called. Vili Hemming's son, that's what I wanted. Okay, that leads me to... That's what I should have put. It led me to Nottinghamshire. That's the page it should have went to first. Because that should... Oh, never mind. I was going to say that should get me the quest line. It didn't. Okay, I'll just go back a page. Also, apparently, Nottinghamshire in modern day is called Nottinghamshire, which sounds a lot better. You don't have snot in it. It's a lot easier to take Nottinghamshire seriously. Oh, that's a little bit too far. I scrolled a little too far. It's like, oh, in the battle of... Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. Oh, no. That sounds like something that happens at the end of the game. Just basic picks the area as old by China. Picks until Ivor. Continues life in his own terms after some reflection, but feeling and Ivor rest in the hollow and come to the inside if you ever place your gift to the pyre, so to let the pyre send his father to Valhalla. Quickly after the found himself at the next part of his journey and part of Ivor's advice and wisdom. After that thing, Vili remained assured of his friendship with Ivor and continued his path forward. That doesn't help. How about I just Google Assassin's Creed Valhalla Vili or Tryggvi, whose name reminds me of that regular show episode where Rigby was jinxed and then he had to say his name backwards. Okay, so the consequences are basically just do I want Vili as an ally on my side, in my crew, I mean. Let me double check the wiki now that I've seen the quest name. Doesn't seem like there's a severe consequence for which option I pick. Most of the stuff I'm seeing is dialogue options. Okay. Who do I want to pick then? Because I don't really have a preference whether or not Vili is part of my raiding crew. I feel like the assassin-y option is to pick Tryggvi as Jarl and let Vili roam free, do what he wants with his life. But like I did say before, just because he's a Jarl doesn't mean he can't go out and visit places. So I'm not really sure which option I'm going to pick. This is it doesn't affect much, but it is still a difficult decision. Good thing this isn't one of those games where when you linger on a dialogue option, they're like, "Hello, are you still there? We're talking. Did you forget?" I kind of think, I referred to Sigurd being, he's always around, he's never in the Longhouse. He might be a special case because we are specifically trying to form alliances, and it might not be something he'd be doing if he were, once we get all our allies together. Like once that's all in order, he's probably just gonna be in Ravensthorpe the whole time. Or most of the time. But I don't know, I feel like he's also kind of the same spirit of, like, he likes going on raids. So he wouldn't want to just sit around all day. I think I do see Vili as Jarl.
Drunk as you are, I see before me a man full of passion, vigor, and a love for his people. I see a Jarl. Your burden will get easier to bear. Take your father's seat and make it your own.
He'll be able to form his own council and have that council be the people to go to when you got problems when he's away, and then he can explore. I'm glad he doesn't seem upset with me deciding that. Or calling him that nickname he probably hates.
People of Hemthorpe, of Ulkethorpe, of Snottingham. Today I pledge myself, as my father was, I shall be your Jarl. Hemminger was a hero, not for who he was, but for the people he led. With Tryggvi by my side, with all of you, we will have glory.
You have already learned that people prefer shorter speeches to long ones, Vili Jarl.
It'll take time to wear that title with comfort. My father never swore a formal oath with your clan. There was no need, for you are family. Let it be known, the Hemmingers in Clan Raven are true sworn friends from this day forward. Do you accept?
For a moment, I thought that was going to give me a dialogue option. It's like, of course I accept.
Well,
be fair, be just, and call upon us often, Arstic.
I'm sure I will.
Who's snoring?
To know about this.
Who's snoring? Is it that guy? Like for a moment, I thought. Yeah, that's him. I thought Vili fell asleep on the throne. It's like, geez, he fell asleep already. That's probably tungsten, but I can't be bothered to find it. At least not right now. Alright, let's go turn in. Fast travel. I guess I could continue with my thought before, because I'm conflicted on whether or not I should continue, because it's like, oh, do I want to keep bringing up my shapeshifter character? Haven't I been talking about her too much already? I do have more I wanted to say about, like, the limitations, because, like I said, magic. Technically, she should be able to turn into whatever she wants. Pure electricity probably could be useful, but it's just not, it's not meshing with me. It's not meshing with my vision of the character. Because when I imagine like a character made of pure electricity, I literally picture like a anthropomorphized lightning bolt. Or, you know, like that blue guy from Scooby-Doo, you know, Spindly Johnny, whatever his name was. Like, I don't dig that idea. For my character, at least, for this particular character. And I also feel kind of similarly with, like, being able to turn into a robot. Like, yeah, sure, technically, magic. It should work. Whether or not a shapeshifter should be able to turn into functioning... What is it?
Tekla, you look like you wrestled a bear. Is something wrong?
Gods, Eivor, I was robbed on the road between here and Lincoln.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I can go to Lincoln now.
They were Saxons, I know that
And I
much.
should, because I think there's that girl's dad.
4 barrels of my ale and all the coin I had on me. The biggest one pulled me off my horse and stuck his mouth in my ear, said, "Tell Guthban we expected him home soon."
Guthban. That's Battlebone in the Saxon tongue. Are you sure?
That's what he said. It's not someone here, is it?
Not that I know of.
I do not begrudge us taking in orphans, Eivor, but some of these Saxons, we hardly know them. You ought to ask around.
A good idea. You take care of yourself. Let me see to this.
Thank you, Eivor.
Like I was saying, I don't... Like, realistically speaking, a shapeshifter shouldn't be able to turn into functioning technology, but again, the justification is magic, so technically, I should be able to. However, I don't want to do it because it means I have to draw it. I love robots, but I don't really like drawing robots. I hate drawing geometric shapes.
Fair tidings, Randby. Hemminger Jarl in Nottinghamshire has passed, but his clan remains allied to us.
Sad news, but you made the best of it.
I saw my old friend Vili on my visit. He's their Jarl now, and he's pledged to aid us in times of need.
I didn't bring back a ring, though. Apparently that's not necessary when they've sworn allegiance. Okay. See, sorry, it just now dawned on me. It's like, oh, hey, I just completed the high-level one. The one that has skulls everywhere, telling me that I should come back when I'm a higher level. I did it. And it wasn't too bad. I died in a few scenarios, a good handful of times. I got juggled by a wolf, but I did it. It wasn't too bad. Alright, now let's set up to go somewhere that isn't that high level. Apparently the romance option is still on the table.
I want to see the Alliance map.
Still not gonna do it, though. Still not gonna pick the romance option. Not gonna steal Sigurd's girl.
Sigurd told me he had business there.
Ah, yes. Sigurd is there now, in fact. He bids you go meet him as soon as you can. He has partnered with a rebellious Thane called Giedrich, and hopes to install Giedrich as Elderman in exchange for an oath. There is an alehouse at the center of Buckingham. Sigurd will meet you there.
Buckingham, you say? Is that where they eventually build the palace? I feel stupid for asking that, because I think anyone who actually knows just called me a moron just now.
Along the great Ouse River that divides Oxenfordshire, Sigurd will be pleased to see you.
It's like, I barely know American history. You can't get mad at me for not knowing English history. Or European history, I guess, technically. What's that dot? I don't remember having that dot there. What are you? What building is this? Is this the bakery? Hello?
Tarbin, do you have a second? I was wondering if...
I am Guthpen, Eivor. It means battlebone. Not the name of a cheery baker, is it?
Not one who bakes bread, no. So, how did you earn this name?
Before I came here, I lived another life. A brutal, bloody life. I served with a gang of mercenaries. I was their weapon, roaming the wilds of England. Did whatever they asked of me, and all they asked was violence. When I left, I laid this sword on the grass and made a vow. I swore never to spill another drop of blood, to abandon acts of violence, to never kill again.
A hard promise for a hard man.
It wasn't, not for me. This life here is all I've ever wanted. I've never been more at peace. This is my doing. I brought all this upon me. It is down to me to fix it.
Tarbin, by threatening you, they threaten my clan. I cannot allow that.
These men are foul, Eivor. You should not have to fight my battles for me.
Do you not hear me, Tarbin? If they threaten you, they threaten me. So let us face them, together.
Very well. Meet me outside when you're ready. I believe I know where they will be.
Finding Battlebone sure was easy. He was marked. Guess we could do this real quick.
If you wish to face your old friends, I'm ready when you are.
Good. I'll lead the way.
I don't know that this is the same guy who was there when I first built the bakery, and there was a little quest to help him get some supplies he needed.
My old crew. I can handle it myself. Forgiving me is all the work you need to do.
There is nothing to forgive. You walked away. They pursued. By axe or by fist, I will do what must be done to protect my clan.
You're living the life you want, aren't you?
Before we're spotted, tell me what I should expect here. Will they attack us on sight?
I shouldn't think so. No. Nothing like that. It's not how Wilf operates. Yes, he's a clever one. And rather kind when you meet him. Makes you feel like you're a friend. Family. I met him a decade ago, and he was the first person to truly welcome me. To see some value in me. He told me I had a gift. For intimidation. Persuasion. Violence. Just by the size and strength of me, he knew how to use me.
Sorry, were you saying something? I was just distracted by how beautiful the landscape is. I don't know if Ravensthorpe is a real place. If it was, it's probably named something different by now, just like how Snottingham is Nottingham now. I mean, you know, slightly different, but still same difference. Like, either way, regardless of what it's named, I wonder what this place on the map looks like today. I'm gonna have to, when the stream is over, I'm gonna have to first go to the wiki and see what place Ravensthorpe actually is.
They'll want me to be the man they think I am. Monstrous and massive. Wilf and them were the only family I had then. But their love was conditioned. Wilf only loves what he owns.
So, what do you intend?
I know I won't go back. I don't want more blood on my hands. But apart from that, it's hard to say. Who knows what they have in mind?
Like, I will not be surprised if Ravensthorpe is a real place, because, you know, it doesn't have to be a fake place to be a town I build up. Like, you got to repair Rome and Brotherhood, so it's not that out of the question. Look out! Get out of the road! Jeez. Deer never change, do they? Always jumping out in front of moving vehicles. They never learn. But I still want to see, you know, go to the wiki page, see what it says about Ravensthorpe, and then go look at the place on like Google Earth or something. Go look at what actually exists in this spot. I mostly wonder how developed it is, because it's probably developed by now, you know, probably modern buildings and such. Can't imagine they kept it. It's like this piece of medieval history.
That house, there. They're likely within. It won't look like much, Eivor. But don't be fooled. And don't take Wilf lightly, charming as he seems. The man is a serpent.
I've met plenty of charmers who turned out to be snakes.
I also have like level 4 charisma, so I'm not too worried.
Let's go inside.
If he flights me, I'll flight him back. I did a flight earlier today that was against a guy who didn't even talk. His brother interpreted.
Gothbin, my boy, as I live and breathe, you got my message. And you brought a friend. Who might you be, Dane? His new leash?
I am Eivor, and the woman you robbed was one of my clan. That will not stand.
I know. I'm busted up about it. But tell Tekla, was it? Tell her that her ale is some of the finest we've tasted.
I am done with you, Wilf.
But we are not done with you, boy. We gave you food, shelter, ale to drink, riches galore. We made you who you are.
For all you did for him, he repaid you with blood and sweat, did he not?
You're a fiery one, I like that. But the ink was dried on this deal well before your number arrived in England. If you wish to clear Tarbin's name, I'm happy to help with that. It's only a small matter of cost. Some weeks back, soldiers confiscated my personal wares, shall we say. Tried to confiscate me as well, but I gave them the slip. If you're keen, you could recover my belongings and return them to me. Do that, and your name is clear.
I can't. I promised myself I would leave all this behind. But...
If it will clear Tarbin's name, we will recover what is yours. Where are these soldiers?
Camped not far to the west. A battalion of bloated, brainwashed military men. You can't miss it for the smell.
Wait here, then. We will return before you sprout another pair of horns.
God go with you, Eivor.
You found it!
I did. Let's bring this back to Wilf.
You handled that better than I would have.
I did? When did that happen?
Is this the sort of work you offer?
Okay, then.
Oh, they have returned.
We have your goods.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Put them there.
The ledger.
Of course. Happy to honor it. My goodness, such a lack of trust these days. It's a dark age, no mistake.
That's it, then. We're done?
Aye. You are free to walk from this place and live as Tarbin the boring bread maker for the rest of your days. But you, Eivor, if you ever get tired of the settled life, we could always use a thief with your skills. Think about it.
It's funny, earlier today I saw a meme about like that face when you You start a quest and you already have the item they want you to retrieve. And now I have become it. I'm not making that face though, because for one thing, it was a picture of a cat. Second of all, I'm just mildly amused that that happened. That I already had it. Which way are we going again?
Are you satisfied?
Yes. I cannot thank you enough, Abel. I feared the worst when I heard my old moniker, Guthman. Hadn't heard it in years. Wretches of fearful memories.
I imagine. How did you fall in with that bunch?
It's okay, just keep riding. They can't catch us. They're not on a horse. Don't even know what enemy that was.
After my mother died, I saw Captain Will Goffin. He looked at me, took me in and told me who I was. Who I could be. I don't crave that belonging anymore. Among you lot, people accept me as I am. The greatest gift I ever got. Peace.
Many men are calm because they have never known a storm. You weathered the storm and worked through it. It is a rare thing.
That means a lot. Thank you.
I mean, camera, why you gotta face down? Face up. Look at the sky. Isn't this camera angle much nicer? No, come on. Okay, this I can accept. This view right here, that's fine. Uh-oh, people. Wow.
Hey! Watch out, you mad dog!
You think Tekla will be upset with me when she learns why she was robbed?
She's a kind enough woman. She's faced greater danger than a few thieves.
I suppose you don't build a clan of warriors without seeing your share of danger.
Yeah, we're probably gonna slow back down to town speed.
The moment I first saw you, I knew there was something special about you. You have an empathy. I see it in your eyes, having witnessed its absence in so many. You see a problem and you solve it. For you know it is better to see it done than to let it fester.
The curse of leadership, I suppose.
A calling can feel like a curse, but you wear yours well. It's good to be home again. That is, if I haven't robbed myself of the pleasure of calling it home.
Tarban, in spite of all, you're welcome here. And yours nothing but the work you love.
Right. Payment in fresh loaves of bread. I can manage that.
But first, one scrap of your past remains.
Right. The ledger.
Toss it, and purge the past.
With pleasure.
No, I wonder if you go there in modern day today, if you can find his ledger. For one thing, he probably wasn't a real person. And two, if his ledger was a thing, it'd probably be in a museum and not just sitting on some lakeside. I thought that's a bowling rebellion. Let's see. Okay, yes. Here. That. And why not? No, what do I want to work towards? Missile reversal? That sounds cool. Breakfall. Sure, why not? Both of those. Get missile reversal first. Catch them and throw them back virtually any projectile to its sender by pressing the button just before it hits you. I also gotta get that what was it, Battlefield Bolt or something? That lets you Battleground Bolt. Pick up the nearest discarded weapon and throw it. That's what it reminds me of. Although, obviously, plucking an arrow out of the air and throwing it back at the attacker, way cooler. But, yeah. I'll get that first. Oh, and then I'll get this. You know, I'm going to refund this point. I don't want this ability. I don't care about this ability. Reset. Alright, I'm going to end here. Thanks for watching. See you Friday. Bye.